Reducing movement and reducing noise is very important to the still hunter. And let's start with movement. Unnecessary movements, especially coming from the hands and arms, are probably one of the things that most often give away the still hunter. This sort of movement, and especially pointing, people love to see something and point. That right there can oftentimes be a major, it's like waving a white flag out in the woods. Things are gonna see that movement. So when I'm still hunting, I really try to keep all that upper body movement down to a very minimum. The only thing I'm really doing often is probably lifting up my binoculars very slowly, looking through them, doing a slow scan, putting them back down. Other than that, my upper body is staying very, very still beside my head, scanning back and forth. The lower body, to reduce movement, the most important thing is probably just how fast you're moving and how many steps you're taking in a row. So really, depending on the intensity of the still hunt and how much you're expecting to see an animal, whether it's 10 yards or 100 yards, it might dictate how slow you are moving. But oftentimes it'll be 2 or 3 steps and then stopping, maybe 10 steps and stopping. And again, those steps, each step might even take 3 seconds per step. And I urge everyone to just try making one step last 3 seconds. It takes a lot of balance and a lot of body control to pull that off. To reduce noise, the still hunter first must dress in quiet clothes, wool, fleece. When a branch or brush rakes up against it, it absorbs that sound as opposed to making a scratching sound like a cordura type material. The last pant you probably want to wear on a still hunt would be, say, like a brush pant that you'd wear upland game bird hunting that is meant to protect your legs from thorns and whatnot. Those are extremely loud. But speaking of noise, the occasional stick popping because you stepped on it, it's not going to alert every animal in the woods to your presence. Sticks pop all the time. If you sit in the woods long enough, you'll hear sticks being popped by other animals. The noises that do attract a lot of attention from animals that are out of the ordinary are the unnatural noises of Velcro, zippers, just in general, tinkering around with your gear. Hunters have a lot of gear, they love their gear, but tinkering around with gear is making noise, and it's also taking you away from focusing on the task at hand, which is the still hunt, which is the work you're trying to perform.